Hello, this is David Dean, and we are outside of Joel's Pub. I just finished up the new update to the spring event, having to do 5 different quests, and the final quest was really just kind of a pain in the butt. The rest of them are easy. I'll go through each of them one at a time, but I really wanted to show you where I ended up finding the last quest, which is simply find the leprechaun in a pub. And even that, all you have to do is walk into the place and you instantly get credit for finding the leprechaun. Unfortunately, you don't actually see the leprechaun in the game, which I was kind of looking forward to. But I had gone through, let's see, 4 different missions in Canny Valley, while also doing my quest line, trying to find a downtown area, which always was a city area, to find the bar to go into to finish the final quest. And finally I just dropped down to a way lower levels and just kept running around the maps until I found the actual bar, and then I finished that mission. So yeah, this one I'm not going to get too much experience or anything else for, but I finished the quest. And that's all I was really concerned with. The quest chain, it is 5 missions. You are going to end up getting 1,000 total firecracker tickets and also 200 V-Bucks. So you do get a little bit out of it no matter what. And we'll see here the final reward for completing the mission in just a second. But I thought it was really important just to have that screenshot showing you what you're looking for the final mission, because it is a little bit vague. And yeah, I don't want you guys getting burned out on it like I was, because yeah, the bars do not appear every time in a mission. And now we get to pick. But they are all Demolishers, I think. And already have this one. This one was in the store, I believe. I know I picked her up somewhere. Oh no, it was a Firecracker, or Spring Llama, sorry. And let's see, we'll go with Jonesy. We'll grab the mask. But that is your final reward. And I'll go ahead and walk you through the latest quest. And I'm just going to do it as fast as possible. No reason to drag it out. But first you have Fool's Gold. And this one, a little bit interesting. You have to run around, find 7 pots of gold. Unfortunately, they use the same quest marker as the fireworks. So you spend a lot of time finding fireworks. But you end up grabbing the 7 pots of gold. It is individual quest, and each one you click on, they explode. I have about 26,000 health. It was totally wiping out my shield and doing 2,000 damage to me. So if you're low on health and you don't have your shield up, don't click on the pots of gold. It will do damage. I don't know if they're capable of killing you, but I really didn't want to test it out. But yeah, easy to do in one mission. Just run around quick and grab them all, and then you get 500 firecracker tickets. The next mission, Leaves of 4, obviously 4-leaf clovers. And you need to get 50 of these clovers. You get the clovers by killing husk. Obviously, not every husk you kill gives you one. Actually, you got to kill quite a few to get a single drop. But this one is cumulative. So everybody, the other 3 players in the mission with you, hopefully, everything they kill has a chance of getting the 4-leaf clover. And I was able to, let's see, I actually unfortunately had to do 3 missions. I did 1, retrieve the data. I got 20 clovers in that one. I did Cat 3 and picked up 27 more, meaning I had 3 clovers left to go. So if you can, do an encampment mission, because that's the one most likely to give you the most amount of kills in a short period of time. But I was also trying to complete my Canny Valley quest chain, and that was not an option, the encampment. But I highly recommend you do an encampment mission for the Leaves of 4 to get your 50 clovers, and you will get 100 V-Bucks with that, which a lot of us could have used when they had the legendary Troll Truck Llama, but I will not go on that. All right, 3, nobody takes my flakes. You are just setting up traps, kind of like the pots of gold. You're just running around to the quest markers in the game. There is 5 of them. It took me about 2 minutes to do. I got lucky. All of them were in almost like a group for me. So every time I went to click on one, the marker for the next one would show up. I don't know if that's the way it's going to do it for everybody, but once again, you get 500 fire cracker tickets. And then you move on to the next page where you get My Name Is. And this, you run around and you're looking for green garden gnomes. Just like the regular garden gnomes we have in the game, except they're green. And you need to find 5 of them. And yeah, once again, this will have the quest markers, same quest markers as the fireworks, unfortunately. But yeah, quick, easy, doing one mission, not a problem, and you get 100 V-Bucks. And then the final one, which you just saw me do, you don't have to go home. And on that mission, it tells you to find the leprechaun in a pub, and that the pubs are usually located in downtown areas. So I was hitting up the city areas. And we ran 3 or 4 missions in Canny Valley, every time in a city zone. Never found a pub or bar or anything to go into. A lot of burger joints, pizza, coffee shops, but no bars. And then I even tried once in the suburbs just to change it up. Still didn't find anything. And then I dropped down to lower levels, ran into 2 or 3 missions before I finally was in the mission you saw me in with Joel's Pub. There are other bars that can randomly spawn. I don't know if those will work or not. I just know that for me, Joel's did. No issue. You just walk in. Once again, you don't have to find the leprechaun in the pub. You just walk in the pub and you're good to go. And you got the reward you just saw, and we will hop over to heroes. My new hero here. And he is a Demolisher. All of them are Demolishers, which they really should put some more variety in it. Okay, but on him, I'm actually starting to like the look of the Demolisher more. One thing though, the bonus. If you love the Urban Assault here, Soldier, which I do, and most people see it as the #1 besides the Mythic, and both the Mythic and Urban Assault, a lot of their damage comes from grenades. So if for no other reason, get the Demolisher so you can get more grenades. Increases max grenade ammo by 2. That it does not stack with the perk though, so make sure they don't already have that. Ooh, I gotta go check that. That might take it back some. But just the hero itself is actually fairly decent. It has frag grenade right off the bat. Not too worried about the vulnerability stacking. It's nice. The explosive round, killing 10 enemies with a ranged weapon, deals damage in a 1-tile radius. And I was going to test it, and I didn't get to it. If you know grenades count as range weapons or not, please post in the comments. I don't believe they do, but they definitely could. I just haven't tested it out. But yeah, and if RPGs, I do believe, count as range weapons, 1 RPG will usually kill 10 enemies. So right there, you're doing a increase explosion, and you'll see this again as we go through the perks. Pull the pin reduces the cost of the frag grenade by 30, which is a huge deal. You get War Cry, affecting friendly characters, and this is the other point with range weapons. I want to know if grenades count as range weapons. because if they do, then you grant yourself more damage with range and melee weapons. Also grants 40% attack speed for range weapons and 16% speed for melee weapons. And that affects everybody around you. And then you get grenades. Every 20 kills with a ranged weapon grants another frag grenade. So that is a huge deal, because yeah, anyone who uses the grenades in the game and gets good at them realizes they're just an insanely powerful weapon to use in the game. And I've put up 2 videos, one at level 100 running around and doing an entire rescue the survivors using nothing but grenades, just showing how powerful they are. And then Mighty Roar, increasing the range of Warcry by 55%, just making sure you get your friends or defenders in there. Make It Rain, headshot enemies, increase range weapon rate of fire by 25%, always a good thing. Shockwave, great to have. And then Shock and All, increasing Shockwave applies slow to damage targets, reducing their movement and attack speed by 30%. That is a huge deal. And then Cluster Bomb. Cluster Bomb is great. Release 6 cluster explosions around the impact site that will each do 25% of the original damage. What you're missing from the Urban Assault that everybody seems to really like quite a bit, and I know I do, is the final one on hers is Keep Out. Leaves a residual energy field doing 15% of the initial grenade blast damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. So I will always try to throw my grenades so that basically they block the mobs coming in and everything has to walk through that for 10 seconds. And that's the main reason people like the Mythic and they like the Urban Assault. The Demolisher does not have that, but it definitely has other bonuses to the grenades that makes it a very viable hero to have. So, and yep, this one does not have that perk of the additional grenades, so I'm definitely, if nothing else, just gonna level him up and keep him for support of the Urban Assault, and I will be testing him out eventually. But also, that's it for the event, if that's all you wanted to listen to. The loot store did update this week. It's a pretty boring update if you ask me, but I'll go through those. Defender, Rifleman. Most people don't use Defenders. I like them in higher levels, but I want them as far away from the mobs as possible. So I put them usually back behind the objective so that mobs don't target them. They target the objective or me. And then I have Sniper Defenders. So, but the Rifleman, probably the second best one to use. And it's legendary. So if you like Defenders, go for it. And you can actually get 3 of these. 3 Defenders. Which I really don't see anybody doing. But you can do it. And then, moving down, Hero Base Kyle. Kyle is one of my favorites. I actually like Nox better. He has a constructor base that goes out 7 tiles when you level him up to, or when he's rarity is epic or higher. And I like that bigger base. Kyle has a smaller base, but he has the electric floors, which is great for doing damage. So not a bad constructor to get at all. Survivor, I already got everything loaded up with at least epic, so I don't see the point in buying additional ones. If you do not have all epic or legendary survivors, then that is one of the best things you can buy to level up your character. And then for Sniper, this one isn't bad, but no, if you're buying stuff from the store, you really should be buying legendary because that's what you can get in the store. So you might as well save up for later. Jonesy at uncommon, really not worth it. Just do this event and you will have a better hero than that. Schematic, this thing looks really cool. The Reaper Scythe, but and it is, I believe, an energy weapon. But I really just don't see the need for that. Usually for ninjas, there's better swords to use. This one I'm trying to decide to get or not to get. The Cozy Campfire, I actually now prefer the campfire over the heal pad. Just the way I fight, this one goes out. This one has a 1-tile radius around it. If you stand in the area, the duration ticks down and you heal. And overall, I find it to be a better heal than the pad, which you run across. It gives you a quick heal burst, but then you have to sit and wait for the next one of it to recharge. So I like the Cozy Campfire, but in truth, in the game, I just keep every heal pad I get in the game or campfire from looting chests and stuff, and just put those down if I really need them. But if you have the ability to, let's go into skills quick. If you have the, oh, I haven't done this one yet, but the Adrenaline Rush, you're going to be using that 99% of the time for your heals anyway. So, yeah, I probably won't end up buying it. One thing new in the event items is this Outlander, sorry, the Reclaimer. This one is a new hero. And he's kind of interesting. He is focused on doing damage with the teddy bear and the shock tower. Normally I don't like that because it's totally dependent upon getting fragments. But he has number 8, fragment generation. Every 60 kills grants 1 charge fragment. So even when you're defending a base or defending something, you can get your fragment recharged and be able to drop down more of those shock towers or teddy bear. And then I'm thinking about getting him. He'll be interesting to play. He does have the anti-material charge, which is great for farming. And then a bunch of buffs to the teddy bear and to the shock tower. And let's see, after 5 hits, so he gets pickaxe damage also. But he does not have the ability to see the glow of treasure chests and other things through walls. So altogether, I think he'd be really interesting to play. I want to test him out. I would not recommend anyone buying this until you've seen somebody thoroughly test him out online. Just to get get the opinions of actual gameplay on him. Whether he's doing now enough damage with his teddy bear and the shock tower or not. But what bonuses does he have? That is another huge thing. Increase energy damage by 10%. I would hope that goes up with level. And now Teddy now fires eye beams that deal 22 base energy damage. And I'd hope that go up also with level. And that would be great to see. Great to see the teddy bear just shooting out laser beam eyes. So this one I'm going to hold up. I may get it on my other account. But yeah, the event store I thought was kind of overall just kind of blah. So that is why I did not want to do it as a separate video and waste people's time on it. So there you go. Enjoy. Have a great night. Take care.